Hi, I'm Matthew Monos with Mobile Syrup, and this is our review of the Dyson PureCool Air Purifier. When I think of Dyson, I usually think of well-engineered vacuum cleaners or fans. The PureCool is Dyson's very first purifier, but what makes it so unique is that it can be controlled from anywhere in the world using your smartphone. So here's our review. The PureCool looks exactly like Dyson's AM07 tower fan, but instead of heating or cooling your home, it cleans the air. This is due to the HEPA filter that's installed in the base. The PureCooling is reported to remove 99.97% of particles as small as 0.3 microns, so that includes pollutants like mold, asbestos, odor, smoke, and even carbon dust. The PureCool is not as wide as other purifiers, but it's taller at 101 centimeters or 40 inches. It's well built, and unlike the majority of other purifiers, it's not a typical big plastic box. Speaking of boxes, inside the box comes three pieces: the top portion, which is the bladeless fan, the bottom unit, which holds the HEPA filter, and a remote control. Putting it together is easy. Just connect the top of the fan to the base, and when you hear a click, you're ready to go. The fan oscillates so it can be put anywhere in the room, and because it's so tall, you'll cover the majority of situations. There's not much setup involved either. To set it up, just plug it in the wall and set the levels between 1 and 10. Noise pollution between levels 1 and 4 is non-existent. At level 10, it's certainly noticeable, but not loud enough that you can't hear yourself talk. If you're not sure what level to set it to, you can use the automatic mode. It will monitor the level of air pollution in your home and turns on the purifier when the air quality drops below a certain level. Now at this point, you're probably wondering why Mobile Syrup is reviewing an air purifier. Does it have a built-in smartphone? No, it doesn't. That would be awkward, but it does have an app that lets you control and monitor your air purifier from anywhere in the world using your phone, which is available for both iOS and Android. This is the first Dyson product that offers an Internet of Things feature. Once connected, you can control the purifier from your phone. Just like the remote, you can turn it on and off, change levels between 1 and 10, and set up a schedule or even use night mode, which dims the LED lights and lowers the fan speeds. But the biggest advantage of using the app is monitoring air quality. The app shows you daily and weekly reports of the air quality in your home. There are 4 different levels of air quality, with good being the best and very poor being the worst. Depending on how you set up your PureCool, it will switch on often if you are very sensitive to particles and pollutants. The app shows you daily and weekly reports along with the temperature and humidity levels. Now, one thing I did notice is that the temperature is stuck in Fahrenheit with no way to change it to Celsius. In my studio, the air quality was mostly good, so in auto mode, it only switched on every so often. I also like the fact that the app tells you how many hours are left before needing to change the filter. Each filter lasts for 4,300 hours, which equates to about 180 days if you have it running for 24 hours a day. The filter itself costs $99 Canadian. Now, unless you have really poor air quality, you can get away changing your filter once per year. If you plan on using the purifier sometimes as a fan, just be warned that there's no option to turn off the filter, but only reset it. I recommend removing the filter when you leave it in fan mode. This way, it won't reduce the remaining hours left until you need to buy a new one. Now the big question: how good is the Dyson PureCool at keeping the air you breathe nice and clean? Well, it's hard to say without doing any scientific testing, but what we can say is that it's using the HEPA standard, which provides some assurance that the air is being cleaned. I also found a video demonstration that shows the PureCool filtering a large box of cigarette smoke within a short amount of time. I'll place a link to the video in the description down below. So here are my final thoughts, and I'll start with what I liked about the Dyson PureCool. I love the design. It's a fresh take on what an air purifier should look like in a market full of plastic boxes. The app works and functions well, minus a few bugs that should be fixed in a future update. I can monitor the air quality and control my Dyson from anywhere in the world, allowing me to actually see what's happening with the air in my home. The filter is easy to replace, and the fact that I can use it as a fan is icing on the cake. Now, here are the things that I didn't like. It's an expensive product at $550 Canadian or $500 US, especially when you compare it to the cost of other purifiers that use the HEPA standard. The filter is made well, but it can't be cleaned, which means you have to buy a new one. And finally, if you just want to use it as a fan, there's no mode to stop the HEPA filter from working. You have to manually take the filter off yourself. The Dyson PureCool is a great air purifier with the added benefit of being used as a fan. Customers buying this product have to decide whether or not the excellent design and smartphone-enabled features are worth the extra cost over other HEPA-approved air purifiers. We want to know what you guys think of the Dyson PureCool in the comments down below. I want to thank everyone for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, feel free to hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. And don't forget to visit us at www.mobilesyrup.com.